Welcome to Connections, Brain Connects Therapy's brain training program to help develop the cerebellum. So glad that you are here. This is a quick overview of what the program entails and why we're working the cerebellum. I hope this gives you enough information so that you understand what's going to happen throughout the next few months. So this program is perfect for kids 5 to 6 years of age and older, even up to adults. We do expect that the primitive reflexes should be integrated prior to starting brain training or you're doing it with them. So you could be doing primitive reflexes for a month and then add in the cerebellum brain training in addition to the reflex work so that you can continue to develop the brain and continue to build from the foundation all the way up through that pyramid of development and learning where we work the cognitive skills, balance, visual system. So our Connections Brain Training program is specifically targeting the cerebellum through stimulation of the vestibular system, the visual system, the proprioceptive system, along with some timing and rhythm. We also include a warm-up in every single program that is the same, almost the same throughout the entire few months, that includes some archetype movements that help to continue to build strong pathways in the reflexes with some basic visual movements that need to be done on a regular basis to make this as successful as possible. So in the program, you are wanting to do the exercises 5 times per week, once or twice a day, or you could do the whole sequence twice in a row. It should only take about 20 minutes. The very first month, you are going to expect to have no equipment, so don't worry about that. You can get started right away with your child, and following the second month and third, we have equipment, and I'll show you some of it here, but we also highlight it in the back office in our program so you can see that. We also have links to ideas on our Amazon page as well. So each week you're going to get a new program that your child will follow. Now the brain loves repetition. That's how it learns. We have to repeat. So you're going to see a lot of the same movements in different ways. But as the child starts to gain and it becomes easier and becomes more efficient, and it becomes automated, which is what the cerebellum does, it helps to automate these movements, then we need to challenge it a little bit more. So our program progressively challenges the child through different balance, visual, and proprioceptive movements, and then we teach you how you can continue to make it even harder for the next several months. So depending on where your child starts, they may take longer each month. They might have to do a month over because they need more practice. And some kids can breeze through and continue like month to month. So if you have any questions about that, go ahead and join our private community and ask away there. That's where I support you all in this private area. So the cerebellum is super important in childhood, not just for motor skills, which is what most people believe, but research has shown that it also improves language, social interactions, emotional regulation. The cerebellum is just as important as any other part of the brain, and it does most of the processing of the brain as well. So it's very, very important area to develop in our children so that they can get those higher level cognitive skills to be efficient and easy for them. So once we have control over our body, our balance, where our eyes are looking, and our proprioceptive system and posture, then we are able to free up our thinking brain, our cortical brain, to learn and to read and to make all of those things super easy. So as you progress through the program, again, it gets harder and harder, and we have 3 months worth of material. Some people will take 3 months to get through it. Some might take a little longer. Like I said, with younger kids or kids that are more delayed, they might need to repeat a month, which is okay. But then at the end, you can redo the months again and make them harder. And we teach you how to do that using different balance tools and some of our equipment. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of some of the equipment. We're going to go through this again in month 1 so that you are prepared for month 2. You can purchase this stuff. You might already have it around your house. Some people do, or you can probably borrow it from a friend too. So different balance pads. You need some type of balance system. Now just remember, this is for month 2 and beyond. So first month, you absolutely need no equipment. All right, so I'm gonna show you a couple different ones I have. So I have different balance. It doesn't matter exactly. So this is a great balance tool that sits on the floor, so that way the child has to balance in all 360 directions. So that's a nice tool. You can also do kind of the same thing with one of these air pads. I think they're a little bit easier because you can't tell if you're hitting the ground like with the one I just showed, but this one's a good option too. This board has movable pieces at the bottom to make it harder to balance. Now, it only makes it so you can go back and forth, so that's a little bit of an issue. I do like the 360 a little bit better, like that round one. Another option is a Bosu Ball. These are kind of bigger. Now these options are all in our Amazon account, so you can see it. But these Bosu Balls are cool because you can stand here when the child needs more assistance, and then when they need more challenge, you turn it over and they stand on this side, which makes it a lot harder. So those are just some of the ideas. You just need one of those for our program. So the other things we kind of need, and this is month 2 and beyond, are bean bags, basic bean bags. We need balls. So here's a bouncy ball. Depending on your child, and as you assess them, will help you kind of gauge where to go. You might need a bigger ball or maybe a little smaller ball. We'll need a tennis ball on a string, which we have that in our Amazon office, and a smaller tennis ball / racket ball. And then all the way, once your child really needs challenge, we start to use small, super kind of bouncy balls. These are really small. Some kids can catch these okay, and some kids will need a lot of practice before they get to this. But that's just kind of an overview of the equipment that you need, what happens in the program. But right now you can just get started with month 1 and start practicing. The movements that we do in month 1 are foundational. They work the vestibular system, visual proprioceptive systems, getting them prepared for the next month. Once we move to month 2, we start to combine the movements together so that we're simulating all 3 areas in one exact exercise, whereas in month 1, we kind of break it up into their own exercises. So I hope that gives you a little overview of what the cerebellum is, why we are working it, what to expect in the program. And go ahead and read on here. We have assessments for you to take to compare to as you move forward. I say to do them every 3 months so that you can see some changes, although you should be seeing functional changes at home too. You can post in our private community at any point with any questions that you have or any concerns. And just have fun. Make it fun. These are fun movements. Usually kids enjoy them, and it's a little more fun than some of the basic reflex exercises that we've done in the past. So yeah, have fun, good luck, and give me feedback. Let me know how it's going with your child. Thank you.